Alright guys, so check in Stormtopia.com, the Stormtopia.com Facebook page for a daily weather update right now. Of course, the storm is basically off our charts, other than a few bands of snow here in eastern Maine. In terms of the storm's impacts, we can see our snowfall accumulation map, which is good because it ended up verifying quite well. All the decent plowable snow was held well north and west of most of the big cities, although you were talking about half a foot to a foot, in some spots doing even better than that, from upstate New York through the north country of New England into central Maine and parts of northern Maine. And still plowable, but less significant back here. There were reports of thunder snow, many different kinds of precipitation, and also some freezing drizzle in this region. Now, in terms of the blocking pattern that kind of supports this kind of an event, I can zoom me on in here, and you can see what we're talking about. Now, I want you to take a look at the NAO index. So here we're going to go, and especially right in here. Now, you see, this is the current time period between the red and the black line. You see, it's going down, and then it's going to hit another spike, then it's going to go down some more, go down to close to neutral, then go to super plus positive, and then most of the ensembles bring it back down from there. Now, what does that mean for a stormy pattern? Well, of course, we're looking at the potential for the 10th and the 11th. We've kind of narrowed it down from the 9th through the 12th, but now it's the 10th and the 11th for potential significant snowstorm. Now, I can show you the European. Now, the Euro, I think, is doing the best job on the storm. And I think for those of folks who say that the storm's just going to go offshore and nothing's going to happen and the East Coast is just going to go untouched, either all they do is look at the GFS, or they just don't have the mental capacity to understand that the storm could change a lot in the forecast between now and then. It's February 6th. The storm's affecting us on the 10th and the 11th. 4 or 5 days. Alright, we got plenty of time. Now, here's the Euro. Here's the low coming out of the Gulf on the 10th, I believe. Okay. Now, a couple of the features here I want you to notice. Arctic air laden from the Alaska area through the western territories of Canada into the western and central United States, into the Rockies. Into the blocking. Look what you see happening here. Blocking is decaying. We go back to the NAO chart and get rid of those stupid squiggly lines. You can see by the 16th, this is the 8th. Go up to the 8th, between the 8th and the 16th, it's the 12th. By then the NAO is going to be going for some changes. And then what happens here is the low moves out and takes a track something like this, which is a very snowy track. Possibly significant snow all through here. Go to the next frame on the 11th, it's already offshore. That tells us that it's a fast mover. It goes from here to here in 24 hours. The low pressure center does. But if it's going to do that, that means it's going to produce snow either well north or very close to the track, depending on how much moisture it picks up. If it's a fast mover, it could pick up less moisture, which may be one of the reasons why some folks want to go with less snow. But I don't think that's enough of a reason, because we might be able to get the storm to slow down with one of these low high pressure systems that we have through here and through here, which is one of the deals that we're going to be looking at. Now, take a look at the GFS. I forgot to load it up, interestingly enough, but it takes 2 seconds, so I'm going to do it anyway. And I want to show you what the GFS has, just almost for kicks, because I really don't see it happening. Here we go. And out to 108 hours, here's your low developing in the Gulf. This is again the GFS. And then it just goes offshore. Now, actually, this is the 540 line in here. That's the 540 line. And because that's the 540 line, you might actually be talking about a decent snow event for the southern United States. So it could be a southern slider. But do I think the GFS is going to happen? No. Because it doesn't seem to be picking up very well on this pattern. Okay. I haven't looked at the GFS NAO, but I don't think the GFS has been doing a good job on the blocking. And if the GFS can't do a good job on the blocking, and the blocking is what's going to determine the storm, then I don't see how you can trust GFS. But whatever, do what you want. Have a great day, and stay tuned.